Welcome. I am Dr. Daud Waid from Golden Sparrow Academy, and today we'll discuss a very, very important element of the NIOS, which is the TMA, the Tutor Mark Assignment. When you write your board exams, the TMAs constitute to a percentage of marks that can be pre-written even before the board exams. It's a great moral booster, a review, and especially it gives you your marks. So what are the TMAs? This is a snapshot of a student's TMA status, where actually you write these TMAs and you are allocated or given marks like 20 in English, 20 in business studies. So when you write your main exams, you actually are appearing only for 80 because 20, you can get 18, 19, 17, 20 out of 20, depending on how well you write your TMAs. For science, mathematics, business, home science, it's 17. For subjects like painting and data entry, because the practical marks are almost 70 and 60 marks, respectively. So the TMA marks are low, but still they constitute 6 and 8 marks for data entry and for painting. So what is TMA? Now that I've established the importance of writing the TMA, how do we approach this TMA is what I'll explain to you. The most important thing is TMAs are usually uploaded on the NIS website. So you can go there, download your respective subject TMAs and start preparing for it even before you appear for the exams. TMA may have a lot of time to appear, so you don't delay. Usually students take a lot of time. They come in January and they write the TMA. I suggest you write your TMAs, keep your files ready, and you are done away with something very important, and only you need to submit it at your regional center. In today's time, it's been recommended and NIS might make it compulsory to upload all TMAs on the website and not submit it to the regional center. So that is subjective as of now. Still, even though you are uploading your TMAs, one very, very important aspect of TMA is they have to be handwritten and not typed. So far, there is no instruction from the NIS that the TMAs can be typed. So please do not waste your time typing everything and then regret. Write your TMAs with hand. How does the TMA file will look like? So let's go to inside. You should have the first page of the TMA with these details. Your name, your enrollment number, the grade, that is 10th, subject with the code. So you can have 211, 212, whatever the subject is, and name of the subject also. Study center, which is the center where you will go and write your practicals, submit your TMAs, your phone number, and your address. These are the basic details your TMA must have, right? The next part of the TMA is where you write it. So take a legible A4 sheet of paper. I usually take a file, you write it, and then you can cut it with a nice cutter. And then, very importantly, take these kind of, folders. Please make one for each. Yes, you may have to spend a little, but the more presentable your TMA is, the better your scoring will be. Can I use other colors in TMAs? Absolutely, yes. I encourage you to use two colors. Headline should be with nice green or, black ink. And you should use pencil. You can sketch, you can draw. In fact, I'll run through a TMA sample paper so you'll know how do you solve a TMA. So basically, a TMA is something which is more like they expect you to know. You can open up a book, you can do a research on TMA, and then you fill it in. The last question of a TMA, question number 6, there are always 6 questions in a TMA. So 6th question is actually a research question. In fact, in data entry, in subjects like home science, I encourage you to stick things. If it's a cloth, stick a cloth. If it's a computer picture, stick a computer picture, floppy disk. The more your presentation is, the better your TMA will look like. A quick question is, if I am to upload my TMA, what's the point of sticking and using color pens? Well, today when you scan anything, you can color scan it. It's not always black and white. So always make sure it's a color scan thing. You can go online and reduce the size of the PDF and then upload that PDF. The more neater it is, the better presented it is. TMAs are usually very high scoring, and that is an area you will get into. Let's now take the last example of how do I reach out to TMA. So I will go directly to NIS website. I'm showing you. Go to the Learner's Corner. In the Learner's Corner, the third one here, it says TMA, Tutor Mark Assignment. I click on TMA, and lo and behold, my TMA is here. See, this is the TMA schedule, which is already given. This is how the TMA should be. And I already see the secondary TMAs for 22-23, which is your October, which is almost over, and your next year's batch ready here. Let's open up one TMA and see how does it look like. So I'm opening science and technology. I'm also going to open business studies and psychology. Your choice of subject, but I'm just making a random note. So here we are. We have opened up the TMA. Did we get to the TMA? Okay, here, yes. So we got business studies TMA. The code is 215. The total marks for this TMA is 20 marks. And as I told you, if you quickly run down, there'll always be only 6 questions. Now, the way it's divided is the first questions, and you see is also it tells you which lesson. So go to chapter number 5, and you will have a 2-mark question. Although TMAs are short, please make sure you write it a little better, at least half a page for this 2 marks, so that you are able to explain. Transport is an auxiliary to to trade. You have no subject better than I do, so there will be 2 marks out there, and then you go to your question number 2. You have 2 marks here. Question number 3 now, which is a 4-mark question. So you have to increase it, you have to make it better. Private operators can also provide courier service. Name 2 operators, explain their word. How do you do it? So is it DHL? Is it DTDC? You have to choose, and you have to write down all the answers. The better, the more examples you give, the better your TMAs will look like. So here is question number 4, question number 5, and then you have the long question, which is always this question will say, prepare 1 project in the following. It's a 6-mark question. So please make sure you actually do something good. For example, read any one of newspaper and find out the articles and advertisements about product being sold through internet. Now, definitely, as I'm one of the instructors, I correct marks on TMAs as a part of NIOS. So I usually look at this child's effort. Have you taken a newspaper cutting? Have you stuck one? Here you can also take a printout or download something. So these will make a big difference when you go and do your TMAs. Let me quickly share one more TMA with you. So perhaps we can quickly jump to TMA psychology. It's 222. Again, it's 20 marks of TMA. Some subjects will not have practicals, like business studies and psychology does not have practical, so the TMA marks are higher. In practical, you make a journal. We'll have different video explaining that. So the difference between practical is you physically go submit a journal, right? TMAs can be uploaded online, and it's always between 6 to 20 marks. Again, standard norm, 2 marks, 2 marks, and then you jump over to question number 3, 2 marks. Then there are 2 4-mark questions and 1 6-mark project work. And this is where you write your project. So depending on what you do, how you prepare, I wish you all the best. Make sure your TMAs are very well done and do it soon. Do it well. You can always get to your teacher if there's someone who's instructing you, your mentor. You can get your TMAs corrected, reviewed, especially if it's maths or science when data is involved. Well, I don't expect students to rewrite it again. Don't waste your time. Do it once, do it well. But yes, if you wish your teacher to check on the TMAs, you can always do that. But use multicolored, do nice, be legible. Make sure you do the covers well. All the best. Good luck.